Hi guys, I'm going to show you a few things for Google Sheets that'll help you out with this first Chapter 1 physics project. So there's four things I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to drag down a value, type in a formula, drag down a formula, adjust decimal places. So here's what your data table would look like. You would have a distance, you'd have 25 times, a bunch of different times, and then you're going to have speed. And if you see up here, I wrote distance feet. So my distance is going to be in feet today, time in seconds, and speed in miles per hour. So your raw data should be in either feet or meters, and your time should be in seconds. But your speed that I want to see is going to be in miles per hour. So the first thing I will do is I'll click on that first distance, and I know the distance is the same for all of these. So I'm going to drag it down so I don't have to retype it. So this is number one that I'm going to show you. So if you hover over this in the bottom right corner, if you hover over that blue box, your cursor changes from an arrow to a plus sign, and you click on it and you drag it down all the way down. And that way you don't have to copy and paste 139.63 25 times. So that's number one. Check. All right. Number two, typing in the formula. So we're going to talk about how to convert this to speed in miles per hour. So I'm going to show you this. So when we do speed, we do V equals change in X over change in T. So I'm just going to use my first data point, which was my distance of 139 point, actually I don't remember, 63, and then 499, 4.99 seconds. We'll put feet and seconds. Okie doke. Actually, I should have put this down here, so I'll do that real quick. So basically, while I'm doing this, our conversion factors are, there's 5,280 feet in a mile. So I'm going to convert this to miles. So because I have feet on the top over there, I'm going to have feet on the bottom and miles on top. So those cancel out. And I'll write in 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. Okay, so now I have miles per second, but I need miles per hour. Okay, and my miles per second would be, hours to seconds. There's 3,600 seconds in an hour. So seconds goes on top, hours goes on the bottom. Okay, and this will give me miles per hour. So I'm going to stop here and show you, if you notice, basically what we're doing is we're taking the distance over here of 139.63 and we're multiplying it by 3,600, right? Then we're taking the time of 4.99 seconds and we're multiplying it by 5,280, okay? Then we're taking those two numbers and dividing them. So I'm going to move over to a new whiteboard. Basically what we're doing is we are multiplying our distance by 3,600, and then we're multiplying our time by 5,280, and this is for feet. If it was meters, right? If it was meters, you would be doing this times 1609. All right, and this will give us a converted miles per hour speed. So I'm going to look over here real quick. I know that my distance is in row A. So I'm going to call this A2. So I'll come back over here. So this is essentially A2 times 3,600. Okay, and then change in T, when I look, my time is in column B. So that'll be B2. B2 Right now what I'm doing is I'm writing a formula. Well, we use a slash to be divided by. So this formula is what I'm going to type in to my into Excel or into Google Sheets. So A2 times 3600. So I'm going to start with an equal sign. Anytime you have a formula, you start with an equal sign. Equals, and I'm going to do my parentheses. A2 times 3600, and then a divided by, and then parentheses again. B2 times, whoops, times 5280. And again, if you did meters, it would be 1609. And that's going to give me my speed. So it calculated it for me, and it says the speed in miles per hour is 19.0786118. But we don't really care about that so much. We just want to know the whole number because that's what we do speeds in. So I'm going to go up here to get rid of my decimal places. So I'm going to keep clicking until it's just giving me a whole number. So it's 19 miles per hour. Okay, so that was typing in the formula, and actually I skipped to this, adjust the decimal places. Last thing I'm going to do is show you how to drag down the formula. It's extremely similar to dragging down the distance. So I don't have to retype this formula and say A3 and B3, A4 and B4. All I do is I go to that little red, little blue box in the bottom right corner, and I drag, and it just does all those calculations for me. The last thing I want to tell you guys, it's really important to just put numbers in your data table and not letters or not units. So if I put if I type in 4.99 seconds instead of 4.99, it can't do the calculations. That's why up at the top, you want to put your units, feet, seconds, miles per hour, and then just put numbers in there. So I change this back to 4.99, and it can do the calculation for me, and I'm all set. Okay, good luck. I hope this helps.